Yeah,
So why should we pass this way? Why should we join the orientation before we study in the school?
yeah. It's a must from the university, from the
Yes.
school. It's a step
Uh-huh.
actually from the university. You need to take it because if you don't take it, you miss one step from
Yes.
your academic school,
Like it's a
and
must rules.
it's a must rule
Yeah.
Yes.
actually. But in the pandemic time, the school and the university changed the method and go online. They do a virtual
Orientation.
orientation that I think a new way but weird. Actually, it's really weird because we
What's
are,
the weird side?
yeah, weird. I mean, we are really overreact about this pandemic. Not every event that we can held in online situation,
Mm-hmm.
like the orientation, we
Mm.
cannot held a kind of stuff like that on online.
Yeah.
We need to face with the fresh mate, with the
Yes.
fresh students. So we really overreact with this pandemic actually.
Mm.
So that's why I think it's really weird to conduct such a thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's really weird.
yeah. Don't you think that's weird?
I think I don't know. I think maybe the it's unique. It's
Unique, yeah.
unique style because I think if I how to say I will lose the euphoria of the orientation
Yeah.
itself.
Yeah.
Because orientation means that you need to face. You will meet new friends.
Yes, knowing each other, right?
Yeah, knowing each other,
Mm.
respected each other. Nah,
Mm-mm.
respected each other means, yeah, without any harm, without abusive. It's getting respect by the junior
Mm-hmm.
by doing such abusive. It's really bad. I
Yes.
mean, it's not a game. It's not a Grand Theft Auto game, like GTA game. You do bad things and you will be expected by the opponents. It's weird. Yeah.
But this one of I think the positive side of this spiritual orientation,
Mhm.
based on what I see before, this way prevent the physical
Yeah, the
abuse and
abusive, of
also
course.
even though the seniors also always get mad on the screen,
It's funny.
but I think yeah, it's not scary. It's not scary. Maybe I just want to laugh to see, and I just smile to see
that's
when
funny.
my senior get mad at me, right?
I guess Indonesia is the first country that do such that things. I guess.
Okay. Another country, maybe. Do you know about their orientation or their um, welcoming student rules
Mhm.
in another country? Do you know? Maybe
Okay.
in Finland, maybe or
Okay, yeah, in Indonesia,
everywhere.
we indeed always do these things like orientation, and then they sometimes do physical abuse. But outside of our country, like in America, that I've watched on YouTube channels, they said that in America also sometimes do these things,
Hmm.
like physical abuse to their juniors. But the difference between in our country is actually we are supported by our campus, but in America they are illegal.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Ah.
Yeah.
sometimes seniors of their collegians want to do these things as well, uh but they don't know by their uh campus or their prodi, and then yeah, but it's not really much like in our country. Maybe just 20% of campus that sometimes do these things. But uh I also watch at that video. They said that the campus is always trying to fix this problem that do illegal orientations. So that is the difference between our country in their country. That's what I got from YouTube channel.
Okay. That's illegal in
Yeah,
America,
yeah.
in US, right? But several countries also doing this way in
Mhm.
their new student orientation. But I don't know in this pandemic era, are they also doing this by virtual or not? But based on what I read before,
Mhm.
like yes, US,
Yeah.
uh, doing the student orientation. So Belanda, Australia, Belanda,
Dutch.
Canada,
Canada.
Dutch, yes, Canada, Singapore, but in the how to say, in the different way,
Yeah.
in the kind way, and they are not do the physical abuse and also something that
Inappropriate.
yes,
Yeah.
to the new student.
Yeah.
Right. So I want to know, what about your experience and as a new student, how many years ago? It's been a long time. Because like the Mr. Harold said before, it's a weird
Yeah.
Weird.
thing,
Yeah.
weird thing. And I think, yes, we lose the euphoria
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
the orientation. We're not afraid to the seniors anymore because of because this held virtually.
Yeah. Totally different.
Totally different. But tell me your experience when you are when you are in that stage, in that step, you are what's how to say, like mahasiswa baru or new student in your university, in your college. Mr. Diaz, because you're the youngest one, please.
Yes, I am. Okay. As my experience when I got study orientation or student orientation, that the situation actually running normal like others.
Yes. Do you afraid with your seniors in that years? And
Yeah,
how,
I
10 years
think
ago, 10 years ago.
no, no. I think the situation is running normal. But the thing is, now this is totally different because today is digitalization era. Everything can be broadcast.
Yes.
Yeah. In when I got my student study orientation, actually, even though the acronym abusing the orientation, that's running well, no problem. Not like this era. Everything is broadcasted, right?
Yes.
So the
So the
impact,
people afraid.
yeah,
Mm-mm.
and the impact actually is very complicated right now. Totally different with the past time. I say past time. Oh my
Very
god.
fast.
No, very only past time. Oh my god. So I think I enjoy it with that. Even
Yeah.
yeah, because that is our dynamization life. I
Yeah.
mean, life is never flat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Life is never flat, right?
It's not the commercial break.
I'm not saying like that. I'm
Yes,
not
yes,
saying.
yes,
I'm not saying.
Yes, life is never flat
Yeah.
because of the student orientation.
Yeah. So even though there are two things, plus and minus, right? I mean, negative and positive. So for my opinion, I think that is story that can I tell
Tell to your granddaughter,
to
grandson.
others people, to my
Oh.
generation.
Oh.
Yeah, something like that.
Yes.
So a lot of things that happen that at the moment funny, angry, sleepy, right? Happy,
Yes.
and etc. Too many things that happened
Yes,
when
yes.
I got experience about students orientation,
Yeah.
but not virtual like now.
Yes. Normal and live.
Yeah.
Live student orientation
Yeah.
in the past years.
Yeah, we need to face that.
Okay. Well, I want to know how about the another experience
Yeah,
from
maybe.
Hairul,
The
Nahwi, and
second one.
Fikri, but
The most pictures.
in a moment after
Okay.
the Welcome back again to Smart Up Your Life, smart listener, and we are still talking about the main topic tonight, virtual orientation phenomenon. Right, but I want to know, and I think you do, smart listener, you want to know about the experience being a new student before in the past years. What is your experience about the new student orientation in your university? Hairul.
Okay, so back to 5 years ago, 2015 actually, when I was freshman at the university. At the first time I go to the university, I never thought that I will get
Mm.
such orientation, especially the abusive one. So at the first time, the senior inform us that there will be a orientation that we held in another region, and we will camping. So it's a good way to to promote orientation in a good way. But suddenly, when we get there, we totally wow, we totally abused by them, and we can you just imagine in a 3 days, 3 days, 4 days, I never take a bath,
Mm.
lack of sleep,
How can you survive?
wow, lack of drinking water,
Yeah.
and also a lot, and also we got a haircut,
Mm.
how to call it, and yeah, so there are so much memories that I cannot forget from that orientation, but it's funny actually, funny and scary at the same time, because in the later at that night, if you are sleepy, you can just look at your friend's face. They will make the funny face, the silly face, like they are sleepy as well. Yeah, that's the one thing that we cannot forget from orientation.
Like the seniors doing the persecution to
Yeah,
the
persecution. Wow.
new student.
Yeah, of course.
It's very cruel.
Very cruel, but challenging.
Okay. Yes, but I felt
You
like
felt that
you.
too,
Yes,
right?
I felt that too in the past years.
Yeah.
What about you, Nawi?
Let's see.
Yeah, it's been a long time, yeah, guys, and yeah, time flies. Yeah, maybe my experience is not how to say, it's almost similar with all of you, but at the moment, yeah. Before I deliver my opinion, I'd like to say that every single thing in this world maybe has two sides, the positive and the negative thing. So yeah, that is one of my principle. So when I was joined in the orientation, the moment, um first of all, the senior told us that we are going to make an activity. So it called English camp.
Yeah.
So in the activity, our senior told us that in the in that camp, in the activity, there are a lot of things to do, such as camping and also games and etc. But when we arrived at that place, there is something different. It's not like what the senior told us before. There is something different. Not something different. There's something new that not listed at the previous time. And yeah, at the moment I felt something how to say, something that really inappropriate, such as senior forced us to do bad things even we didn't want it at the moment. And also yeah, the things that I really remember the most is we have to respect, we have to say hello to the senior every single time we met them. At the moment we have to smile, and also we have to tabe in Makassar, can say, yeah.
Can say, tabe
Yeah,
senior.
tabe senior, yeah, for example, like that.
If you
But-
don't,
if you don't, yeah,
Punch.
it's over. Your life is over.
Yes.
And yeah, um, but the positive side that I got at the moment is maybe every day I have got snapped by the senior, so that right now if someone snapping at me, I didn't shock at much at the previous time, because at the previous time when someone snapping at me, I feel like yeah, my body is trembling, but now it's not anymore.
Mm.
What about you, brother Fikri?
Okay, to me, I also had almost the same thing like all of you guys at the time 2 years ago. I joined in orientation from a campus, and then yeah, at first they promised us that it will be fun, the activities will be fun, and then you will enjoy it. At first time, I actually enjoy it. We
You
were
are
having,
excited to
yeah,
do
I was
to join.
excited too. We were playing a game. We were hearing material from our
Mm.
seniors, and then I got a lot from them. But maybe the third days, yeah, we are abused. We got physical abuse by our seniors. At first I was shocked because of this affair. I was wondering myself why we get this thing, why they shoot this thing to us. And then after passing several posts, we name it posts. After past several posts,
Eight
I
posts.
was already accepted
Mm.
this situation that either I want or I don't want, I still should pass this
Yes.
way. So I just like join.
choice.
Yeah, we had no choice at the time. And then after coming back from that event, that is orientation, I was still wondering myself why they want to do these things, and then I get the answer. This is just from my opinion. I disagree when people say that this has no benefit for us, because as a collegians we are different from students, because we always give our aspirations to the country, to the government, and then we always represent the society about what we disagree about the government's policy. And then we always see like chaos that happens in on the road, when we are showing our aspiration. And then when we are not trained from orientation about physical abuse, and then we get the physical abuse from the road, when we are doing orientation, we will get shocked. But after we get this orientation that we already get physical abuse on the road, we will not be very shocked anymore, because we are already trained by our seniors. So this
Okay.
is one of the purpose that I think good. But yeah, that, because in my point of view, life, we cannot control everything, but what we can control is that ourselves, our mind.
Yes.
If you see something, it's not about how bad it is, but it's about how good you control you think that situation.
Okay.
That's all.
And then you think that's a good way to build the strong mentality,
Yeah.
and you are going to be a tough man.
Yeah, I get changed by the orientation. I in my point of view.
Oh wow, it's a good impact. Well, in the last session, we will give you an idioms and also
Words.
vocabularies,
Oh,
and we will how to say, give the conclusion.
Yeah.
Welcome back, small listeners. So we have talked a lot about virtual orientation. So yeah, I need one of you, one by one, I mean,
Mm.
to deliver your perspective or your opinion, or maybe you may give solution, especially for the smart listener sat there, and also for the senior maybe.
Mm.
Okay, maybe start from Kak Dias. Oh,
Me
okay,
first.
okay, Fikri.
Yeah, I actually kinda have no idea about this, but I will try my best. In my point of view, right now, some campus doing virtual orientation that kinda unique. With different orientation like offline orientation. So to me, offline orientation or the real orientation is actually kinda good, because they wanted to introduce the fresh students about how the mechanism that exists in this campus, how they should do, how the regulation that they should obey from the campus. But sometimes there we cannot deny that everything has positive and negative sides. So in my point of view, what I if I can change the orientation that happen in almost uh, universities in Indonesia is that the first we have to back to the main purpose of orientation itself, that they introduces the mechanism of campus, improve their mentality, I mean improve their insights as well. Then we have to like leave the inappropriate things that we always do, like physical abuse. Abuse is not really matter for me, but not like too much like sometimes our seniors do. For online virtual orientation is that we have to be innovation. We have to do innovation things to this online, because
Yes.
before we do offline, so in online is actually we cannot do like the same thing like what in offline. Like if you just want to if you still want to conduct these activities on virtual orientation, you can still do it, but maybe just for introducing the fresh students,
Yes.
not like doing like snap them, because it's not necessarily for them, because I believe that they are not afraid
Yes,
at
yes.
you.
And it doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
Not
So
worth it.
so just give them like material mechanism of the college itself. That's
And
all.
one thing I have to say, the virtual orientation must be considered because it costs very much.
Yeah.
The internet connection,
Yeah.
and yes, the new student have to pay so much for the internet connection.
That is dilemma.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is dilemma, right? Well, guys, because of the time, I want to hear from you about the vocabularies and also idioms, and also a little bit conclusion from this discussion, from this conversation. Mr. Diaz, maybe want
Mr.
to
Diaz.
say the
Maybe vocabularies
Conclusion.
Oh,
and
yes.
conclusion. For me, the conclusion about orientation, like seniority. Seniority means that people who, how to say, people who, I mean, as a senior to junior, and abusing
yes,
rules.
yes,
And orientation, it's the way how to introducing the atmosphere, um, stratification, rules, and everything about it. Um, what else? And I think academic.
yes.
Academic means that the place that we can study about our majority, something like that. And next conclusion.
Yes.
Okay. For me, maybe my conclusion is this situation right now is very, very dilemma, because today is a digitalization era, so everything is happen can be broadcast. Then a lot of impact that will be happen, because our society citizen is a very complicated mindset. So my suggestion is actually orientation as the ideal is must be running, but the mechanism or the system must be changed.
Yes.
For example, like seniority,
Yes,
we
yes.
need to deleting that,
Yes, yes, yes.
and change the system, like in the forward country, like give seminar, give a training, how to improve something, how to open the mindset of the new students, something like that. And for this case, our government need to how to say, make a specific rule about our
Yes, yes.
education, something like that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Next, Nahui, what vocabulary?
Okay, I have maybe several vocabularies to share tonight. The first one is strive. Strive meaning that someone that really struggle really hard, or in bahasa we can say that berjuang dengan keras, strive.
Strive
Yeah.
person.
And then the second one is tough.
Mm-hmm.
because I heard someone said stuff. It's not
Tough.
stuff. Tough. Tough
Yeah.
meaning that kuat,
Mm-mm.
strong. The
Strong.
synonym of strong, and maybe just the vocabularies that I have taught you guys. What about you, Mr. Haikal?
You don't have to conclude.
No, just
Okay.
vocabulary.
So, okay, so the vocabularies I just have two. The first one is fresh meat,
Mm-mm.
the synonym of fresh students.
Fresh meat.
Fresh meat.
Fresh meat.
Fresh
meat.
Fresh
Okay.
students.
Daging segar.
Daging segar. To be, yeah, you know lah.
Because the human is meat.
Yeah, that's the meaning. And
It's so full.
worth, yeah, WORTH,
Yes.
worth, the synonym of useful.
Mhm.
Okay, that's
Alright.
all.
Well, Fikri?
Okay, maybe I just want to. I just want to share
I
one.
just want to say,
one word to listener, that is freshman, because we have been talking about freshmen for a long time. Freshmen like new student that come to university. And then I wanna give a big statement about what we have been talking tonight. That is, everyone wants to change the things. Everyone wants to change the mechanism of orientation that exists in almost every college in Indonesia.
Mhm.
But the truth is, we cannot control anything. We cannot change them. In the world, we should have negative and positive side.
Well,
So the things that we have to do is just control yourself. Just control your mind, how you think, how you see the world, how you think the things.
okay.
That's all.
Thank you. And one word.
What is that?
New school academic year.
Yeah.
Tahun ajaran
Tahun
baru.
ajaran.
yes, yeah, giving a
New
plus for
school
us.
Thank you so much, guys, and thank you to smart listener. We'll see you again next week. Rifa Majid sign out. Bye bye.
Bye.